Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Patty with Patty's Purse, and it's Monday, July 28th, and I have moved my all-in-one planner into August. So I just want to share what my August planner looks like. I know I haven't done a planner reveal or a planner plan with me in a while, so I figured today would be great to do that. Starting off with 2-inch chocolate brown discs. This is what a 2-inch disc looks like. So you can put, these are both from Jane's Agenda. You can put quite a bit of paperwork on this. I do like the 2-inch. I like the 1.5 as well, but I'm usually a 2-inch person because I do have different dividers. I like dashboards and different things in my all-in-one planner so I can track and, you know, just kind of plan. So I didn't use this month's from Jane's Agenda. I get the monthly subscription. I used some, but I didn't use cover to cover what I received. So I just like this saying, it takes strength to bloom. And I think I'll probably change it out from this. I'll probably change this out. I like this because it says, I've always had this in every planner to remind me of this great quote down here. No one ever tells you that bravery feels like fear. I just love that. And that's why I kind of keep this in all my planners. But that looks much better like that with that background. Because we're going into August, and August always feels like the end of summer for me, I'm going to add, I'm going to keep some of the seashells and dashboards, anything that looks like summer. This is just the divider that says 8 on it. And I try to keep one of these in here. It kind of came with 4, but it's just like different. Thoughtful, that's me. Responsibility. Okay, and then go into the yearly overview calendar, and then the perpetual calendar like this that I do have, I do have some notes on. And I like this as well. This is just the beginning, and this is my monthly overview. So this is my monthly overview, and I will add some priorities and to do things for the month. And I try to color code who, what, and where. So the orange is actually for Grace, so that's kind of why I have those color coded for right now. As I fill it, I just kind of put it together yesterday, so as I fill it and I need to color code it, I will. And going into weekly, instead of the weekly pages, I've actually decided, and as you can see, I left the sunflower, really, really pretty dashboard from Jane's Agenda. I found this online. I didn't put it, I could have printed it on color ink, but I didn't. It was like a daily plan, bee theme, but I just I'm changing it to weekly and just what I need to do this week. So it has like a meal plan ideas for the week, self-care, important reminders, top priorities is minutes and billing because we're going away this week. And then I put the minutes I have to finish up here. So I really like this Jane's Agenda weekly. This really works for me. I try to decorate it as well. Putting a couple of priorities here that I can check off. I used this type of planner for the week in July, and I really did like it, so I'm going to keep it for August as well. And there are freebies out there that this one I paid for through Jane's Agenda, but there are freebies like different weekly or different daily planners, and you can try it for a couple weeks or try it for a month and see, if it works for you and your schedule and how you like to plan without buying these first. So I would look at, there's a lot of different companies out there, and I have a list of like 15 or more that really have different freebies, and that's exactly how I use them so that I can see do I want to track things like this? Do I want to plan things like this? So then we're going into just notes, a notes divider. I like these as well. I got them from Fancy Plans, very pretty. Another Jane's Agenda that came in a subscription box. And then I have my ideas. This month was really July, but it's going to carry over into August because some of this stuff wasn't done. And then I go just into different quotes that I really like. I've been kind of saving quotes and kind of printing them out, and or little pictures that I enjoy. This quote page actually came from July's subscription box with Jane's Agenda, so it's kind of cool. You can write your own quotes. I really like that because I'm a quote girl. Done is better than perfect. It just opens up to my habit tracker for the year, so I'll be filling that in soon. Kind of created this in the beginning of the year. I'm sure you've all seen that. This is actually my list of different Etsy shops and printable shops for different inserts. So I would recommend Peanutsplannerco. They have a lot of inserts that you can do. And again, just a couple more. And then it goes into Grace's schedule. So for Grace's schedule, I keep track of her PCAs, personal care attendants, who's with her when we're working or otherwise. We're going to New Hampshire this week, so we're really excited about that. She's really excited about that. And then I also try to keep track of her weights, what she eats. She is G-tube fed, so I try to keep track of when, how much we're giving her on that. I do that on there, and then I'll probably keep this as a babysitting. Not a babysitting, it's really, she's not a baby, but PCA, you know what I mean. And if she has any really trouble, like with bowel movements, more than usual, or belly issues, I try to write it here so that we can try to keep track when we go. And yes, I do track her poop. I'm sorry, but I have to. To the doctors, we have a better idea. Then it goes right into my journal. And I've been pretty good about doing my journal. In July, I was doing almost like doing weekend, which was great because I was also keeping a journal for my GLP-1 journey. And I kind of will show you that in a second. So this is all my journey. I'm putting my reading back in here because I really like this. It's really, really pretty. This was a date as well, like bookmark, and then this background. Just my book goals for the year were 24. I think I'm at, 3 or 4, which means I need to get going on reading. Being away this week will probably take a book so that I can read. And I like this B bookmark as well, so I kept that in there. And then, of course, I go into wellness, which I love this dashboard. So this was a Jane's Agenda as well. I always try to have that in there. My word of the year is balance. Goals, kind of just, I gotta actually update this for August in here, but kind of what I had each month. I picked 4 to 5 goals for different aspects of my life. And, put them in here so they have something to reflect back on, and then I do the monthly review at the end. It's just a great quote as well, except no one's definition of your life. Here I track my protein, carbs, and walking steps, and then also I do a weight tracker. Beautiful sunflower dashboard, and then I try to write down my what I'm eating on a daily basis and tracking protein and carbs. And then I go right into my budget, and I have the budget by paycheck PDF that I bought a few years ago. So I just printed out their calendar for this August, and then I just print these the budget paycheck bill trackers 8x5 because I also keep it in the actual book. I just like to do it here to kind of start off, anticipate what I'm going to be spending my checks on. And then I have a monthly August budget for like bills. Max. Sorry, my dog just walked in. Again, this is under hustle, what I have to finish as far as minutes. And no, I have not gotten paid yet from that town. Oh my God, you guys. It's so annoying. I found this hustle tracker, so I keep track of when I get paid from those hustles, what's been submitted, and when I get paid. I do have to finish a couple minutes today. I might have to come home early just to do that because I think there's a meeting. I gotta get going on that. And then I go into my hustle, And then sinking funds, like just some saving stuff at the end here, and some debt, you know, trackers that I have. So that's my all-in-one planner. I love having an all-in-one planner. July was my 1 year with an all-in-one planner. I just really like it. Just makes sense to me to have just one planner. And this is, you know, obviously big enough or small enough to fit in the purse that I carry on a daily basis. And that's kind of why I like it. But I want to show you this other mini, really mini planner I got over the weekend. I got it Friday. I went on Cocoa Daisy. It's Cocoa Daisy, C-O-C-O-A. I'll put the name of it down below. And I really like these pages. It's really pretty. It's like a grow, you know, bloom with kindness, flourish, growing. And that's, you know, kind of what I'm trying to do this year is just grow personally. Not for other people, but for myself. So I just took it and I kind of cut it up, put some rings on it, clear rings, and I'll carry this with me as well because May 30th is when I took my first zip bound shot, and that's what I want to keep track of. If I kind of forget to keep it in my all-in-one planner, I know I have this, and I can jot down how I'm feeling, what my reaction is to anything, etc. So, and I want to track and I like this because it's like small enough to write and, you know, to keep it as a journal. I did start a journal in the all-in-one planner in like May, June, July. Not tons of notes, but a couple of notes that I can just throw in here, like just transfer in here. And then I can always just, you know, I might run out of pages here, but even if it's just a one-liner of how I feel, I think it would be just a really good way, because it's small, to keep, you know, my GLP-1 journey separate. So I can kind of track things and kind of go back and, you know, if you had a really good week, you can go back and see, remember what you ate or, you know, etc. So those are my two planners that I'm using now. This really is just like a journal planner that I just created. It's nothing, you know, but that is it. I wanted to show you guys that, and I appreciate you all being here and watching my channel. I hope you help me to grow my channel by sharing, liking, and subscribing. Thanks for being here. Happy Monday.